Hello, YouTube. Good evening. Tonight the topic is do you listen or just wait your time to talk? Great guys. Rogério, Kevin, and you already introduced yourself. So Vinicius, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Vinicius. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I am 41 years old, and I'm in a cloud engineer. And I'm a host like Leo Lopes, but my room will start in next month in June, and we are talking about the technology.
Perfect. And you, Robert, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, of course. Good evening. My name is Robert. I'm from Varginha, Minas Gerais. I am 24. I am a mechanic engineer, and I have a pet. I live with my parents. So is that. Nice to meet you all.
Great. And you, Leonardo?
Hey guys, good night. My name is Leonardo. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Belo Horizonte. I just graduated at engineering like Robert. And that's it. It's been 2 or 3 months I'm here, I guess. And it's a pleasure to be here with you. Hope we can discuss a lot here today.
Great, guys. Great. So, guys, the first question is: do you listen or just wait your time to, or just wait your turn to talk? Why do you think so? Are you a person who listen, or you are a person who talks too much? Vinicius.
Usually I wait, but it depends on the situation. Some situations I am discussing, for example, in my job, we needed to build a infrastructure or a solution for some problem, and we brainstorm together, and it's necessary to talk each other. But most of the times, yes, I wait. And the next question. I'm sorry. That's all.
Great, no problem. Yeah, I think especially on brainstorming, we need to listen too much. And to Kevin.
Usually, I stay. I just not talk too much because I don't know. Maybe I have some block to talk in English when because I be very nervous. Don't know, but with a time with talking with another people and well talking during a time, I'm going to unblocking this thing in my head. And normally I stay just listening, sometimes talking.
Yeah, it's just time. Here we will improve this. And you, Robert.
Usually I talk not much. I prefer listen, and depends of the place. I feel more confident, and the is hard for me explain my ideas to people I don't know. If I have more contact, I talk more. And in first moment, I don't talk a lot of, but with my friends, I talk a lot, and I prefer her. I think I a good list a good listen. Is that
Great. Yeah, I think you are the person who needs to feel comfortable in one place to be more communicative. It's something good. And you, Leonardo.
Well, I think I don't have problem to talk with other people, but I would say that I prefer to listen, because I like to listen and learn, and also structure my thoughts based on what people are saying and on what kind of knowledge I've already had in my mind, you know. So I had a thought a bit, and then I say, you know. So because in my opinion, when we just start talking without thinking on what we are gonna say, maybe we can say things that we regret, you know. So I would say that I'd prefer to listen and to learn. Listen, we can learn a lot with people. That's my opinion.
Yeah, we are almost similar, but I'm not a communicative person. I'm shy and I really don't like to talk, especially with people that I don't know. So I avoid talk in many situations. I really like to listen, and I like people who likes to talk a lot. And you, Rogério?
Okay, okay. I don't have a problem the coffee talk with another people, but it's very different. Talk with a tourist, then goes visit us, and talk with the job interview or your friend work, now colleague work. Uh, my objective improving my English for talk with the for work, all right. For I made a good interview and I have a good communication with the clients and my sponsors in project. Um, uh, and
Great. Yeah. Uh, you are a software developer, so it's pretty, it will be pretty good if you could do some job interviews in English. It can be open a lot of opportunities. Great. Leo, you said that you are a good listener and you like to listen to people, but does people tell you that you are a good listener?
It's a good question. I think in in general, yes, they say that I'm a good listener. Um, yeah, maybe I have to think a bit, but yeah, they say I'm a good listener, and sometimes I used to answer at that moment based on what I have in my mind. But maybe if I don't have the answer, I'd prefer to think a bit and then come up with an answer, you know.
Great. And to you, Robert, does people tell you that you are a good listener?
Yeah, my friend is talk to me. I am a good listener, but actually sometimes I lost in my ideas. You begin to explain something or talk about some start for me, and I begin to thinking other things. But in general, I am a good listener. Listener.
Yeah, it often happens with me when I'm talking English and I need to explain something that's not short. So I almost forgot what I was saying in the beginning, and I was just mix some phrases and I have no idea what I'm talking about. And you, Kevin?
Yes, because I'm more a listener than a speaker, and maybe this is normally common to be considered a good listener. Sometimes some friends of mine come to talk with me for in some situations, and So maybe this is an indicator that in almost for listener, I'm better than I speak.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty good when someone asks you just to listen something that they wanna say. Just you can open your heart with me.
Yeah.
And you, Rogério?
And generally, I'm a very I have a good listener. But if I take the guy from London with the Cockney accent, and another guy from India and guy from Texas, I have the difficulty for understand the accent. All right.
Great. Vinicius, and you?
Yeah, one observation. I totally agree with you, Rogério, because I worked in Texas for a few days in the wall. It's very, very complicated, their accent. I understand him. So, answer your question, yes, they do, the people do. Uh, it is one of my best skills. And I think that I developed it and improved this skill when I worked as a coordinator. Uh, my team had hopefully 20 people. And it's necessary to be a good listener because they are human and they wanna listen. I believe so.
Yeah, it's a special ability when you are
Yeah.
managing people.
hmm
Guys, great. And guys, how does it feel to not be listened to? And how about the opposite? Leonardo.
Oh, could you repeat, please?
How does it feel to not be listened to? And how about the opposite?
Um, you 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 say when you're trying to say something and nobody wants to hear you, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think it's difficult because we all want to be listened. I think we need this, but if we are trying to be listened and we are not, maybe there's something wrong. Maybe with the circle you are in, or maybe if you are, yeah, you are in the wrong place, or maybe that person don't deserve your attention, for example, or maybe other situations that you were saying you're not saying good things to them, so I think that's it.
Yeah. And sometimes people are just annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
And you, Kevin.
Well, for me is a little bit harder. I think that I'm very sentimental. Don't know if this word exists, but uh, I think that the other person does not want to give me the attention. So normally, usually, I gave the attention to other people, and I expect that. So maybe it's my expectations in other person.
Yeah, and you are a good listener, so you wanna be listened to as well.
Yes.
And you, Vinny.
I'm sorry, it's me? Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, it's complicated. The first word that comes to my mind is frustration. Because, as I said before, they are human. And they had family, they had family, they had problems. Sometimes it's necessary to talk with a person, and if they they want to speak to you because the person trusts in you, and it's important. It makes sense, and it's important.
Great. How about you? And you?
I think now that happen a lot because the people with a lot of information and sometimes don't put a lot of attention when you talk. But I think too some persons don't know how to catch the attention, and it's hard too. I think I don't know if have a course to learn that. I think only with the experience, and I think too some peoples have more is more easy to some people to explain to talk people for peoples, and the other people is more hard. I don't know, and it's a big problem when you talk a lot of things, talk one start to people, and the people okay, and they don't express nothing to their start to talk, but happen, and we need to learn how to to live with that.
Yeah, and actually there's a course about it. It's oratory because it helps a lot how to communicate with people and how to make people feel attracted by your what you wanna say. And you, Rogério? I think he's not here. I'm not-
I have the same feelings for everybody. I share the same feelings. All right.
Okay. And Rogério, how can you recognize that the other people are really listening you?
Hmm, I believe the native guys in language have a more patient with listening, but the guys they learn English a lot of time don't have the same passion of the native fluency in English.
Yeah, it's
Have the don't have the empathy. All right.
yeah, it's pretty common when you are trying to say something and people just don't pay attention. It sucks. And you, Kevin?
I think that is most like a feeling. Sometimes it's a feeling. You feel like the other person is looking at you and understand fully what are you saying. And but you can know that he's listening because sometimes the other person completes some things that you are talking about, or for example the other person can ask some questions inside of the the sentence that you are talking to him. So I think that this is a good indicator.
Yeah, in our communication, everyone talks. We're not just talking, we're talking, listening, and we wanna listen to as well. other opinions. Vinicius, and you?
Yeah, I'm terrible with recognized because I'm terrible with face expression. I have no idea, but I try to look in the reaction if this person like take the cell phone or read something. Wow, he isn't pay attention. But in general, I'm terrible with face expression.
Yeah, I'm just like you, and sometimes I would rather send a message to the person that I know that they will answer me than ask them to some meeting that I know that everyone will not pay attention. So no, yeah, I will just send a message. It's way better. And how about you?
I think with the expression help to recognize that, and like Vinicius told you, I really don't like when you are talking with a person and this person take your cell phone, and for me it's terrible. I just end the conversation in this moment. So with that, and with the answers, like you talk something and the person uh, answer something with the answers, you can recognize the people understood you or not.
Yeah, people with cell phone is a problem, especially in dates. It's not good. And you, Leo?
Yeah, guys, I agree with you. I think if I'm saying something and the person is doing something else, like answering someone else in their cell phone, or maybe also trying to hear the answers, to focus on the answers, right? If you are asking something and the person is answering with standard answers like, oh, I agree, that's okay, yeah, that's it, maybe it can indicate that the person isn't paying attention on you, so maybe it's time to finish the talk.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Pay attention to signs, guys. Great. Hajera said something really interesting about people who are learning how to talk English, that they don't pay attention to what we're saying, and they don't have so much empathy. Guys, I wanna know from you, how does empathy is related with the ability to listen to the others? Kevin, I will not give you time to think about it.
Yes. Well, I think the empathy is totally related to the ability of listening the other person, because we are, how can I say, we are thinking as we are the other person. So if I was in your place, for example, I'm feeling if I'm doing what I do. So it's better to pay totally attention and give a support to the other people, to because is that you want to feel when you are in his place.
Yeah, great. How about you? And you?
I totally agree with Kevin. The empathy is have a connection direct with a good listener, and it's a really important feeling, the empathy. I think now it's hard because we are living a world more, everyone here have problems, and everyone needs solve that's problems, and so we sometimes tired, don't want to hear, but it is important, and the therapy is so important for that.
Yeah, sometimes people just ask me, "Oh, Lau, can you help me with something?" And I just say no, because I already know that I will not be 100% on doing that. So I will not pay attention to what people ask me or what people will say to me. And I prefer to not listen or say no than just not be focused on the problem of the person. Então, Vinícius.
Yeah, I speak for myself. Yeah. It's totally related, empathic, and it is an exercise I do with myself to be more empathic, to put myself in that person's shoes, because for me there is nothing more gratifying when some person, your subordinate or your friend, your relative, whatever, talk with you, or remember that you advice that you gave me. It was very important. It changed my way or changed my life. It's very, very gratifying for me.
Yeah, it's something that let us proud of something inside us. Então, Léo.
Oh, can you repeat the question, please? I don't have access here in the chat to the questions. You are muted.
The question is, how does empathy is related with the ability to listen to others?
Okay,
Thanks,
thanks, Rogério. I think it's totally related because the capacity to put yourself in someone's other shoes, it's related to, yeah, your willingness to help and to listen other people opinion or other people's problems, and your willingness to help them. So yeah, I think that's it. But I think empathy alone, it's not sufficient. You have to be interested in that specific situation, and then you can help listening and suggesting, yeah, suggesting how to solve that situation. It's my opinion.
Good point, Léo. Então, Rogério.
It's a very good question. Sorry, I needed the time for processing the information in my head for talk about it. Okay, the empathy for listed another for me is because I listen, I learn, and the other people just need I hate my ear for he talk about your problems and they have the good feeling, I'm starting to practice my empathy using the two tips, né? Learning with others, and rent my ear for understand the problems of the other.
Yeah, and there are some problems who we cannot solve, and people just wanna share with us because they cannot solve it too. So we just need to be a good listener to those people. Great, guys. And how about you? Have you ever had a situation where you were telling about your problems or thoughts and the other person turned the chat all about them? Please be sincere. Have you ever been this person?
I think I don't understand the question. This part, the people turned the chat. Can you
Um, let me explain. You are talk about your problems or your thoughts,
say?
and everything is a mess in your life, and you are sharing this with someone, and the person just answer, "Yeah, guys, I have the same problems. My life is a mess, and everything's a mess." And the person isn't listening to you. The person just turned the chat about them.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I told about that in the first question, I think. Yeah, I that's already happened with me, and it's so bad. I don't felt good, and but happens, and I think with that you can learn to that too. If when happen that you don't need to talk to this person again about the discussion. I think the people have to have um, the people don't need to hear you too, and don't have the obligation. I don't know is in English like that. But this is bad. It's not a good moment.
Okay. And have you ever been this person?
Me?
Yes.
I think yeah. I think everyone sometimes you are talking with me about one thing in my mind is in the other words.
Okay. And Tiffany,
Sincerely, but I don't remember because I'm very discreet. And I don't like to talk about my my problems with another person. I don't remember. Probably not. But I know there are people like in the situation because there are people that think the world is turning themselves. And unfortunately, we have a lot of these people in the world. And I haven't, never, never, because I will make the personal situation worse. No, never. They need help and not more bad things.
yeah, they needed help. They don't want to help someone.
Yeah.
And you, Kevin.
Yes, so many times, and I agree with Robert, but I don't, I agree with him, and I don't think the people that are doing the things is doing because he want. It's just because they are passing through some problems. They are with some things in their head, and in these moments, we are not in a very good situation. So it's difficult to think in other people when you are with a lot of problems with you. Sometimes you can do these two things, but it's very difficult. And for me, I think yes, probably yes. Probably I was talking sometimes in all my problems and ignore the other ones.
Okay, no problem. It can happen sometimes.
Yeah.
And you, Leo?
In my case, it's very similar with Vinicius, what he said. I don't consider my life an open book, so I'm a very restricted person, and I don't like to talk about my problems. And because of that, I think maybe it has happened with me, but there's not so much situations, and that's it.
Jesus, guys, I'm the person who share all my problems on Instagram, and I put a pool to people helping me to solve those problems. I don't know how you can do it. And you, Rogério?
I have the simple answer for this. Often, mainly in the familiar environment.
Yeah, family is family. Great, guys. We have time just to one more question, I think. So, guys, do you think that people that speak a lot know how to listen to others? Vini.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Maybe a mix with selfish or needed to wanna show up. But it isn't a good skill, in my opinion. It's bad. It's bad.
So, to you, be a good listener is better than be a good speaker?
I speak for myself. I am a good listener, not talker, unless that I am with my friends, my wife, or my parents. I'm a good talker, but in general, I am a better listener than talker.
Okay. And you, Kevin?
Sometimes some people maybe need more attention, as Vinicius said, but in generally, the people that speaks a lot can listen very very nice too. I know many people that can do both things with good mastery.
Yeah. Well, who should be leading this meeting? He talks a lot, but he's a good listener. And you, Robert, what do you think?
Let me see, I understood the question. The question is about the number 10, exactly?
No, it's about the number 8. Do you think that people that
Sorry,
speak a
sorry.
lot know how to listen to the others?
I think I don't understood the question. Let me see. Do you think the people speak a lot and so how to listen to others? Yeah, I agree with the question. I think the people who listen more can learn more too. That is it, the question I answer or no?
It's a little bit different. For example, I think, do you know someone who is really talkative, who talks a
Okay.
lot, but that person is a good listener as well, or they just talk and don't want to listen to anyone?
Okay, yeah, that's hard because you can share your history or something the people that person don't give the words to you, only talk about your himself, yourself, and that's hard.
Yeah, it's a problem. Rogério, and you?
Usually the people talk a lot. Believe in just in your conceptions and have the very difficult for listen another. I believe it.
Okay. Lau, and you?
Uh, yeah, I can say for them. In my case, as I told, I'm a very good listener, and I prefer to be a very good listener. But maybe that there's yeah, there are people that they can do this both well, you know. So yeah, maybe not, maybe they can. I can say for them.
Yeah, as I said in the beginning, I really like people who talks a lot, but I want to be listener too as well. So please be a good listener too. So, guys, I'm bringing people back to the main room. Dun-dun. Okay. So, Claudia, welcome again. How was the conversation in your room?
Was really nice. Our colleagues were very honest about this question. It's so good, yeah. Because sometimes we think that only us is like this way, and was really really good. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Claudia, are you a good listener or a good speaker?
I think I am a good speaker,
Great.
but it's not good. We needed to learn and to balance, and because I needed to talk. Someone needs to listen. So someone wants to talk. I need to listen.
Great. Yeah, this is the point. And for you, Andre, how was the conversation?
It was really good. All the people can we could give our opinions, and I think it was really productive.
Great. And you, are you a good listener or a good speaker?
Good listener. I listen more than I talk.
Great. Guys, I share with you a survey. So please answer the survey. Say what do you think about TNT, share your opinion about us, okay? Kevin, it was your first time here. How was the experience?
Very good. I will be a pro here because it's what I'm looking for is a place that I can practice my English and can challenge myself. So the experience was very nice.
Great. And for you, Rogério.
I like it. I like it. I believe I can improve my English in one time for a week, especially in the Monday. All Monday I'm in here for classroom free, and when I receive my my first payment. And they have the experience in the for classroom. I believe it be a pro member in the platform.
Great, guys. So on Wednesday at 9 p.m. is Val, who leads this conversation. My conversations is on Wednesday at 10 p.m. So if you want to still talk with me, I can see you on Wednesday. So guys, that's it. Have a great week and see you all. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Léo.
Yeah.